background like you guys do. I'm just chilling.
It's all good. Hey
I don't know.
guys,
It could be me.
we're finally live here. What's going on? Black again with MYC Network. Byte Storage, Justin here. We're live. And hey guys, I finally got MYC right after having it wrong for all this time. Somebody made fun of me in the comments. I know, I had it wrong for all this time, but we got that straight finally. Very, very pleased to have Justin from Byte Storage here. Dion had to drop off for a little bit, seems. Let's let Justin introduce himself and say a little bit about Byte Storage.
Hello. I'm kind of the founder and one of the devs. I'm sorry, not kind of. I am the founder and one of the devs at Byte Storage. So basically, we are Web3 decentralized cloud storage of the future, a solution for Web3 as of now, because there's not one. And we run local IPFS, everything housed in servers, and we are 100% decentralized. So we are partners with ArcBlock, and what we do is we offer IPFS storage for metadata, regular storage of photos. I mean, anything you think about that you want to store with an encrypted hash on a peer-to-peer network. You can use our site directly, but we are partners with ArcBlock, as I wanted to say. So we are one of the main IPFS providers currently, and working with ArcBlock and their team of devs. And we're about to produce our own IPFS blocklet application on the paid blocklet store that you'll be able to use by building your own Web3 site using their tech. So essentially, we are a decentralized cloud storage platform of the future for Web3.
Very, very nice, dude. When I went and checked out your site last couple of days preparing for this. The fact that you use IPFS is very cool. And just for anybody in the crowd that might not know, IPFS is Filecoin's like cloud protocol standard. Okay, that is just extremely cool. That whole project I've been pretty high on. You could ask my viewers about that. Why did you decide to go with Filecoin?
Well, why did I decide to be a competitor against Pinata and Filecoin? Yes. Because they're operating, they say that they're Web3, but there's a lot of centralized points to their sites. So it depends on who they're using to back up their, for their emails, their web domain, the way they still sell third-party data. So, they're not truly, they're operating in the Web 2 sector. A lot of people like to throw the word Web 3 around. Well, Byte Storage is truly operating in the Web 3 sector. So what we did was, we're running everything locally. So therefore, IPFS is free. And just to let everybody out there know what IPFS stands for, it's Interplanetary File System. And that is a peer-to-peer network of hundreds of thousands of different nodes that is storing fragments and pieces of your data as it's being hashed out. And then the hash returns a CID, as we call it, for the user to view their image on that network. Now, it is extremely secured, but it's like your social. You don't give your social out. If you want somebody to see that image, and you share that hash. Hence why when you make an NFT, when you store the images as a 0.png file, and you store that metadata as a 1.json file, and you upload the metadata to your smart contract. And when somebody mints, it pulls the image based on the URL from that with the metadata, therefore it gives you an NFT. So long story short is that they use a little bit of older tech. You have to pay to Filecoin is what I'm saying. You have to pay to store, and you have to pay to retract, and it's burning up miner fees and blockchain fees. At Byte Storage, we're validating, we're running everything locally. We're 99.8% eco-friendly. We're partnered with eco-friendly companies. We integrate NFTs. We are 100% Web3 IPFS storage. We can actually claim that, say that, and we are 100% decentralized, no third-party connections, no third-party data. And, we give perks to our users. And the data is ultimately owned by them. The users are key. They're our backbone.
Okay, so one thing you touched upon earlier was that you're using a blocklet. So you're using ArcBlock. Now tell us a little bit about like how you're working with ArcBlock and how that partnership works.
Wow, man. Honestly, if MYC was here, I'd give them a shout out right now, but I'll do it anyways. MYC is how we first got connected with Robert. MYC there knew like a couple projects I built before. So I built a DApp called mintedtickets.io, and you can turn any digital ticket into any event. So you can be a massive concert, it could be a house party, it could be anything, and they can bridge connections between online. And then I built another site for NFT music, and he saw that, and then I told him I was working on Byte, and all of a sudden he goes, "You need to meet Robert," and then Robert messaged me because you can't message him, and it started from there. We did our first Twitter live where everybody can hear him. Robert's never done that, so it kind of put him on the spot. It was a little rude to me, but we didn't talk too much dev. And 3 weeks later, we connected on a Zoom call and with me and my dev team, and it was a very productive 2.5 hour, almost 3 hour call. And that's when we partnered and realized we impressed him. We're running our own blocklet on our own server. We're using Artblock's chain, but we're not using the site. We're using it as devs. There's 2 different ways you can use Artblock. There's you go and you're a user and you don't know code. So what you do is you go to their site and you pay their, what is that? 299 ABT to use their services to build a Web3 page. And there's a dev side where you have a server and you can run Ubuntu and you can actually build that code to run on your server. And that's how Byte Storage is running. We built our own blocklet, and then we built Byte Storage onto that blocklet, and now we're truly running on the DID chain, and we're 100% Web3. So all of our custom code is running on a blocklet.
So, and we got into a little bit of this behind stage. So if anyone wanted to use decentralized storage on Artblock, they could use your service.
Yeah, well, as of right now, not yet. I just partnered with Artblock, and we're officially their main IPFS provider as of right now for all the blocklets and users that will build sites and need storage. And yes, it will be a paid blocklet, but it'll be a custom package to the Artblock chain. So we will probably have that in the next 30 to 45 days because I just got a message from Robert tonight. They had their Chinese holiday. I think it was Christmas. It was a rabbit. I think
Chinese New Year.
New Year. So their whole team was on a holiday. He just messaged me and said, "Hey, our team got back. Looking forward to working with you next week." So we're gonna have 2 devs from his team next week, and then we already started building. So it's just meshing with their devs and saying, "Hey, ours is working over here like this. How do we get it to work on your DID over here?" And then we just mesh in the middle, and yeah, you'll have an app in the blocklet paid store.
Breaking news here. I hope we were supposed to do that, but that's awesome. That's awesome. That's really cool because not too many places can say that they have decentralized storage and like conceivable like layer 1 working. I know that's what Filecoin is trying to work on right now, getting their own layer 1 up and running. So actually, this is pretty dope. Pretty dope.
We've been working very hard, man. It's getting tiring. I think we're on 7 months now with actually building Byte Storage. So in under a year, we're beta testing our own IPFS. We started beta testing yesterday. We're going to start full beta testing next week. And hopefully our phase 1 and 2 will be live to our users in the public, which is they're being able to use our IPFS storage for, photos, metadata, or archive, or any documents, things like that.
I know you touched also upon this too backstage. So if anyone wants to be a part of that, I know you mentioned that you had the NFTs, right? So
yeah.
How would that process work?
So we don't do any OpenSea sales, anything like that. We are custom developers. So we literally me and my team built all of the utilities that you're seeing on our site. So if you go to bytestorage.io, you can mint directly from our site. Your wallet, everything connects there. And you will not be able to get it on OpenSea, so you will have to mint from our site. And the reason why we do this is because we store your ETH address in our numerable contract as a minter. So there's 2 different keys. It's not about owning the NFT to get you the perks. It's minting. Minting shows us that, hey, thank you for your support. Now we're going to give you as a minter these perks for life. So, the only way somebody else can redeem those perks is if you give the wallet to them. But anyway, so the NFT has 5 different perks to it. It's 2 terabytes of storage. I know it says unlimited, but we do have a fine print that it is 2 terabytes. We will up your memory. We will. If you're reaching near 2 terabytes, we can see that. We will up your memory, and you won't even know it, but 3 terabytes, 4 terabytes. But you get 2 terabytes of storage. You get entered into the raffle for $500 in a custom plaque with your NFT on it to hang at home. And that's 2 people out of the mentors. So 2 people out of 6,000 will receive that. You get the free year of storage on our site. So the second that we go live, you get a free year. And then right after that, you get $20 a month for life for the storage. So nobody else will get that. There's only a $25 package and a $45. And if you mint, you get $20 a month after the first free year. And then you get exclusive event access to our cool parties we're going to throw every year.
Okay, let's bring that up to Justin so everyone can kind of see it and go to your site. Okay.
Oh, and we also do give 20% back from the mint proceeds. So if you go up top and click the contract in the top right, so you can see it right here, all these mint proceeds and the money on this contract is going for our community. So this will stack up and accumulate very, very, very high. If we sell our NFTs and out, it should be like at least 100 grand or more on here. But out of the mint proceeds to fund our development, our smart contract, and you can read it on the contract code. So if you click contract here, right down below, scroll down. Nope, scroll down. See where it says contract with a green check mark?
Yes.
Click that, and then go to scroll down now. Now this is our code. Stop right here. Go up a little. Right there. Okay, you can see right here in this first contract, we have 15 contracts. You can publicly view them. So we're not hiding anything. We're showing you how the money's being divided. And you can actually see it here. If you scroll down to this actual contract, and this one right here, this first one, just go in there. Okay, right there. So you can see this smart contract, our metadata, it says Dev 1, Dev 2, and Dev 3. And if you scroll down, it'll actually show the code that 80% of the money gets divided 3 ways evenly between all 3 developers that are working on this. And then 20% goes right back to the contract for the community. Because when we're live and you're a mentor, you're going to be able to vote on changes to the site. So we have 12,000. Well, we will have 12,000, but right now we'll have 6,000 early bird members. And let's say they say, hey, I want to see this kind of happening on the site. Well, we'll create a DID tab under our conversation channel, and there'll be voters there. And if you are a mentor, you'll be able to vote. And then if you want to vote for that implementation of code, it'll just happen automatically, and then it'll be updated to the site. If the vote doesn't pass, the site will that function will not happen.
So this is truly, truly, truly decentralized storage, guys. One thing that you guys might not be aware of with Filecoin, there are instances in which, like, if someone asked them to and told them to, they would have to give up your data. In this case, I'm not sure if it's the same. I don't think that's the same.
We can't give up your data. We don't even really own your data. So what's happening is yes, we can see your CID and collections. That's all we can see. And the only reason why we can see that on our dashboard is so we can help manage your account. Let's say someone does hack your account and you're locked out, but you can reach out to us and support, and then we verify it's you. We can lock your account, and then no matter what, even if they have access to your email, we will expire that token on our side, and no matter if they try to repeat and get into it, they will not be able to until we release that account to the proper owner. And then we'll do proper verification of you, send you like certain tests, and if it actually verifies and says that you are Black Rule or Rule Black, then here's your account back. We unlock it, we'll put the new email in there, and it'll send it to you. You put your password, and there's your data back. And the point of that is to, if you do get hacked, is to ultimately try to save your data as quick as possible.
Yeah. Awesome, man. That's very, very cool. So when is the mint going live?
It's live now. We've been live for about 2 months in the mint. We haven't really advertised it. It's just been about word of mouth on Twitter. We're getting a lot more traction now that we're partnered with ArcBlock for sure. It's a nice status symbol for us for absolutely. Honestly, that's great for business. That's cool. But all I care about is I'm a nerd. I care about the development and the tech I'm about to learn from DID and ArcBlock's technology. I get to step in the back doors, with their developers. Not many people get to do that. So I'm super excited and happy to just be a part of that.
That's amazing, man. let's see here. Let me see if we have any questions in the crowd right quick.
Oh crap. Oh, my internet access isn't functioning. Dude, his internet sucks.
Oh, Dion, that's terrible.
Yeah. I mean, I love crypto, man. I look, my whole arm sleeve is crypto.
Oh, really? Who do you have
I
on
got
there?
NFTs. I got all my Bitcoin and my miners that I built. So I built a bunch of miners, and I just my whole crypto life pretty much. And then my NFT for Byte storage, right there, big old. Look at that. I'm gonna finish it, but almost done. We have a full crypto sleeve and the NFT I created. I'm gonna get a bunch of other NFTs. So I love Web3, man. Or not Web3, just decentralized. I've been doing it for building miners for 8 years. I made a lot of money mining when it was hype and making good money. Now that there's more validators and mining's being obsolete, it's not as profitable right now.
Right.
So you would burn more electricity than you would get on your overall outcome. So it doesn't make sense right now. Yeah. Oh, we're also partners with Source Protocol. I don't know if Dion turned you on to Source Protocol, but a buddy of mine is a developer in that company, and they're a Wall Street company as well. And they're about to be the next biggest like liquidity swap. You can go and just stake anything you want on any of their legitimate validators, and Byte Storage is on their validation list, which you can find us on their node. We're number 27 out of 115 validators on their test net. So when they go live, we will be 100% validating for Source Protocol. So Byte Storage has got like multiple streams of revenue. You know, we'll have two different revenues from validating. We'll have revenue from our users. It's ultimately trying to produce multiple streams for our developers.
Okay, I noticed that today, Source Protocol, that you guys said you were a validator there.
They're big, and they're just in test right now. They're about to be live, and they got a lot of funding. They got a really solid team as well. Super well-rounded guys.
Oh wow! Okay, and they're on Cosmos.
Oh yeah, they're built on the Cosmos. Mm-hmm. So like any user would be able to go and take their NFT that couldn't be staked. If I'm saying this correctly, and I think I am, is that they'll be able to go and find a validator that has been showing good stats and running and validating, and maybe takes only 5% of your stake rewards, and you go and stake on that validator. That's what you'll be able to do with this service.
That's really sweet. That's awesome to know that you guys are collaborating like that.
Yeah. So it's just key for us. We need art blocks, Source Protocol. It all works together about how Byte is eco-friendly. Like we're partners with the eco CO2 company that cleans the air. So we're going to give 1% of our first $1 million to cleaning the actual air in the world. We validate. We don't use any miners. We're all in-house and built. We control 100% of what you see here, and we built 100% of what you see here.
Okay, that's so cool, man.
From just started off with just a minting engine, man. So it definitely takes a lot of groundwork, but ultimately I just hope that people understand that it's time to own your own data again, and that's what our key is just privacy. We need privacy back.
Oh yes, that's so huge, having privacy. Yes, it's humongous. Let's see here. So, okay, and then your units here. So let's say you're at your 6,000 right here. Do you guys plan to expand that as you guys get more units?
Yes, I am so glad you asked. I was hoping you'd catch that, because if you look at our smart contract, it started off with 12,000, but we ended up I'm pretty sure you know what a pro forma is. We had a pro forma professionally made because we're a business in real life as well, as I was telling you. So we're not just some Web3 company. In our pro forma, we plan on building a $12 million data center to keep expanding our IPFS for our users. So we plan on being here long term. But as far as the minters, that's where this comes in key. It was 12,000, but we realized the amount of data that would come in and things like that for starting off, and the capital So what we did was we brought it down to 6,000, and then also to constrict that to grow too. So what we did was by year 2025, we'll release the last 6,000. So there'll only ever be 12,000 in existence. There will never be any more after that point. 6,000 now, 2 years later, the other 6,000.
Okay, cool. So, and if you wanted to expand out beyond that, you would just have to create a new token.
Well, yeah, but we already Byte storage is going to grow to much more, man. I mean, I haven't shared it in any of our phase plans, but I'd be more than happy to tell you. But we will have our own marketplace because I have built marketplaces, so we'll have our own NFT marketplace on here. So if you're storing NFTs with us with wallet integration and DID or anything, just stay in one place and sell it.
Yes.
So we're going to be doing that. We also are in the next year. We have a building. It's an 8-story building. It's very beautiful. You can actually roam it. We built for the metaverse. It's an actual storage building. It looks like an 8-story storage building. It has a conference room and has our little boxes with logos, our logo on it, and it's a really nice building. But basically, you're going to be able to interact with our DApp and our services in the metaverse too. So if you spend more time in the metaverse, you'll be able to go in and hit the connect now button and move your files or add files or delete. Maybe you're in the metaverse and you want to add photos, so you add your photos. But yes, we will be interactive between Web3 and metaverse.
Okay, now do you plan on building your own metaverse or just having it like inside of a
land? We're going to find a good spot of land in a popular area.
Okay, gotcha. Very, very sweet. Very, very sweet. And I like how you said the DID. If you guys aren't familiar, be sure to go check out my interview with Robert Mao and Dion's interviews with Robert Mao. ArtBlock is going to be very, very big when it comes to digital identity. Okay, so being a partner of ArtBlock, Byte Storage will be a part of that.
Oh, I love that. AD Byte Storage is kick ass. Thanks, dude. Yeah, it's been awesome for some of the love we've been getting for sure. And I know it sounds like a little, sometimes too good to be true, but the tech that's coming out in this world and what we're doing. And as Dion said, it's pretty cool. Like how he said in there, ArtBlock plus Byte equals no single point of failure. I mean, that's the whole key is total control. I mean, I just want everybody out there to hear this too. Don't just think, oh, Byte, that's amazing. Oh, look at this guy. He's here to preach Byte. No. I'm the most down-to-earth person you'll ever meet. I'll be your best friend. And I'm going to tell you right now, Web3 is like a new internet. Okay, so you need to separate Web2 and Web3 and stop blanketing Web3 over everything. When you hear Bitcoin and somebody says Web3, correct them. That's Web2. It's not Web3. So people need to stop saying that. And one key to that is Web3 is here and it's happening and the tech is coming and it's right here and it's ArtBlock and it's Byte and it's all these things that are coming together. And then now watch, somebody's going to come into the back end and go, I'm going to build a new Twitter. You can clone Twitter, make it completely custom how you want because there's no Twitter in Web3. There's Twitter and Facebook and everything that already own the web in the decentralized world, but there's nothing there yet. So you should be thinking, all these business ideas and these big business adventures that you're like, dude, yeah, it exists here, but I can do the same thing over here and they can't do anything about it, nothing. It's not infringement. It's not anything. It's your own branding, your own colors. Yeah, it's a different social media platform and it's the best social media platform in the Web3. So
yes, I was talking about that with a friend actually. He was like, okay, what if there's just like decentralized Twitter? And I was like, I don't know, man. Like Twitter, like you need the apps and all of that, but or you need the ads. And I know one company, I believe it's called DeSo or something like that. They're working on a decentralized Twitter, a decentralized they have all the different platforms that they want to decentralize.
See, everybody's already seen the bigger picture with that. But of course, if somebody's working on that, it doesn't mean you can't be a competitor because there's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and then there's Snapchat. There's 4 right there. I can't tell you any others. It's always like that. There's a leader, follower, and you might get the 4th one, might be successful, but it's always going to be the 1, 2, 3. Grubhub, DoorDash, and Uber Eats. Nobody knows the little Postmates and stuff,
Right.
It's always so. Either do it or just think of something else creative, But just think about bringing real life stuff to the Web3.
Just like shout out to MYC network, Dion here. Just like his odd app, right? That's decentralized. What would you say? Decentralized Telegram, right? So yeah, it's out here, guys. If you want it, if you really want it, it's
Yeah,
out here.
Dion's using AES 256 protocol for MYC on app. That's what's running the secure communications on that app.
Nice, and that is
Odd app in the Google Play Store or Apple Market.
okay, sweet.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask Dion a couple questions. I wonder if he can get back on here.
Yeah, you should. Wow, let's wait for a second. I mean, let's see. Dion, let's go, bro. If you can put messages in here, go walk up to the couch and get closer to your Wi-Fi modem.
But let me bring up this DSO right quick.
Yeah. I mean, I could bring up some stuff too and show the blocklets and stuff too if you want.
Oh, that would be awesome. Call it decentralized social.
Oh, decentralized social. Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that exists. I'm too busy building. I don't trade either. I'm not much of a trader. I either build it or mine it, or mining's the past. But
that's probably hey, that's the better way to go. If you can build your own business, instead of investing in someone else's, like that's definitely the way to go.
Yeah.
So you guys know I've done a video on this. If you want to learn a little bit more about DSO, come check it out on my site. It's www.darkhorsewatcher.com. So let's go back here and see if we can get some of these smart contracts and stuff on. Let me know when you're ready to share.
For me to share? Okay,
yeah.
Hang on. Yeah, I'm getting our block there. Also, I wanted to ask you as well. How familiar are you with the ENS domains?
Not very, dude. I do some coding, but it's just mostly like graphical user interfaces. And really, I don't get deep into the white paper. I just really want to know like who their partners are, what they plan to like revolutionize and stuff like that. But sometimes I'll get in there, but nothing to the level that you're doing.
No problem. I just so ENS domains. I just wanted to let me find. I got too many tabs in here. Here it is. Okay. ENS domains, just so everybody out there, these are big and they're happening. And it's the same thing as .coms, .nets, .org, all that, right? People buy domains and flip them because they realize they're going to be popular. What happened to Tesla? Some farmer owned it and Elon Musk chased it down and paid $100,000 or $1 million. I can't remember, right? That farmer got paid out real nice because he decided to buy Tesla.com and Elon Musk needed it. So it's happening in the decentralized sector as well. They're actually called Ethereum domains, and they're domains that lie on Ethereum. And so you can actually truly be 100% decentralized too when you build your Web3. If you're connected to like a GoDaddy domain, you're not technically 100% decentralized because there's still some centralized component controlling your site. If they don't like what you're doing and they just stop, they wave off your domain and now nobody can get to your site. Now, here's the key to solve that. You go and buy a domain on the Ethereum EVM network, and then they can't stop you. So, like, let's say they shut down bytestores.io, which is Ford's. You can go to bytestores.eth. Bam. Use our services, stay on the site, and nobody, once again, it's maintaining 100% control and privacy. So just if you have an idea, go to ensdomains.com or go to Google and type in ENS domains and start searching your idea. They're like $12 a year on some of them. You could actually use emojis too. I just did one with emojis. You can use 3 emojis.eth. You don't even have to put words. You can use emojis.eth, and then imagine that somebody's going to use emojis to go visit your site.
Yeah, one of my homies was very kind enough to get blackroot.ENS for me. So I have that.
Nice.
blackroot.eth.
Nice, dude. So now you can deploy And here's how that works. The ENS runs on your website running on IPFS. So here's Byte. Bingo. Now all you got to do is pass your build folder over to the IPFS, link that IPFS hash, which is a machine readable hash. It's ugly, right? Go to your ENS, connect your wallet, put that ugly hash in there, and then now that it'll give a human readable domain of blackrule.eth. And without knowing all that ugly numbers, it goes to his website using IPFS.
Right. See, that's nice. That's nice. I'll have to implement that, get that set up one day. Maybe I'll have to talk to you about that one day.
Yeah, no problem, man. I can help you out for sure. You can run it on your own computer right there, dude. You know, I mean, are you running a Mac or Windows?
Windows for now. I probably want to do Linux.
Even better. I'm not an Apple guy, dude. Like, I'm a programmer. I like Windows. It keeps me open. It allows me to roam more and do what I want. But anyways, you can run a local free IPFS. I mean, you can go to Google and type in IPFS. I'm pretty sure it'll take you to their main site, and you can download the desktop version. And you can literally just pass your build folder over to that. It'll produce a hash. It won't be as quick because it's running free IPFS once again on your desktop. And if IPFS is free and there's a tunnel of information coming to this hose, it gets clogged. And then it starts, that's what's happening. So you can wait 2 minutes for your site to load. You can wait 30 seconds. It just depends. But yes, you could do that and then link that to your DNS. And then there you go. You got your own decentralized website there, Black Rule.
Nice. Very, very nice.
But I'm ready to share my screen. I'm connected to our blog.
Okay. So you have to click below present.
Oh, got it. Screen share. Share screen. I'll go to window because I know which window. I'm just doing entire screen. Screw it. I'll just do entire screen.
Here we go.
Okay, cool. So you can see this?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So what you're looking at here is we're clearly on our dashboard. So this is, yes, it looks very similar to you using ArcBlock as a user paying their $2.99 ABT. But the beautiful part about being a developer is that when you run this by yourself, I don't have to pay ArcBlock anything. I'm running this for free, connected to their chain, and our website is not paying anyone to host. We're now 100% Web3, and we don't have to pay no Google fee to host their servers, AWS. We don't have to pay ArcBlock. There's nobody to pay to run our site anymore. So
nice. Very nice.
Yes. So 2 different ways: pay to use it, or build it and use it for free. So what you're looking at is our own custom server. So you can see all of our stuff here. We have our blocklets that are running, our members, our uptime, everything there. Of course, you have your store. So even we can add simple things to our site. So what I'll do is here's the blocklets that are currently running. So here's Byte storage. And you can see our domain is 40 directly here, our other domain. And you can see that our custom code and our React build is all running down here, powered by Node.js, on our own custom server. And it's as simple as this. I want to go here, but I don't want to go and retract my code if it's not a big change, and I don't want to custom code X, Y, and Z to the site and redeploy. Beautiful part about a custom coded site running on the Web3 in the blocklet is I could just go to components, and you can see I already added 3 components to the website that you were looking at, Black Rule. The only difference is that these other 3 sites are running on their own separate DID pages, which is completely fine. But I can add these components without changing my code. So therefore, you would be able to see my DID page.
Did you freeze here? I think you might have frozen. There we go.
Let me try it. Let me try it again here. Let me try it again and see what happens here. Click.
Sure.
Share. Okay, so as I was saying, you can see this the member discussion page. It's a DID comment page. It was able to add to our site without changing the code. So if anybody's in here, I can share this link with him, and I will. I'll share it to you, Rule, and you can share it to everybody here. But we provide tons of documentation for our community in here too. So if you want to look up Web3 docs or Byte storage and that, We have the entire GitHub repos for open source in here for the blocklet. You want to create your own blocklet and you want to get on Byte storage and you have an idea. Here you go. There's documentation on how to. There's instructions on their storybook. There's the backend setup that we're running now, and a GitHub to create your own blocklet. So we have plenty of resources right here for you to get started if you're a custom developer.
Wow, that's amazing.
And you can follow up in progress and everything through here too. So this is all running directly from the added components here. And I can show you how easy it is. Let's say I just want to add a separate tab to this. Okay, I'm going to go to add component. And, I think I took it off and I'll put it back. No, it's right there. Okay, I'll add a different one. Maybe I'm going to do I don't know. What should we do? Let's do the pages kit. And so it's as simple as a few clicks. So we're going to go to configure, and I'm just going to call this, just to give it an example, we're just going to say home page. And we'll hit next. And this will be the beta link. That's no problem. I'll leave it for their API connecting. And it's going to recycle the entire blocklet in the React code. Oh, here it goes. Sorry. You can see it downloading right now. Okay. And you can see it downloading up here. Once it's done, and I can show you Byte storage. See, nothing affects it, which is beautiful. And as it's doing that, the page is still running. You can still use Byte storage while it's building on the back end and going to redeploy and add these custom pages that I will go into now and fully customize.
Gotcha. So these are separate components that you're going to add to a blocklet, basically.
Yep, absolutely. So you can see now it's starting up again, and then I'll be able to modify these. So I could do it simple over here on configure, but this is like a basic configuration that a member of ours, the Force Society, shares of how to build. But I do want to note key again one more time that this is custom code up top on our React app that's running Byte storage, but we're adding components onto our custom coded site just by doing a few clicks.
Okay, and then just by having access to the blocklet, you have access to these custom components.
Yep. So you see this paid one? Imagine if you were building your custom site, you would see Byte storage right here, and then you would pay for the Byte storage, and then it would install just like that component and install on your site. And then you can set up the IPFS storage to run how you want it to run on your blocklet Web3 site.
Gotcha. Amazing. See, it's always cool to see, hear how blocklets work, but to actually see it physically, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I'm not going to show you in our server code. I'm just going to, this is me connected to our server in the blocklet, but people don't want to understand all the numbers and screens going on. So I'm just going to show.
Oh yeah. No worries. But I like how very simple it is to add a component, a pre-existing component. That's amazing. That's amazing.
But also, what's important to us is the security too. What if we hire somebody who we just want to manage our dashboard, because our dashboard will be running on here. We'll create a passport for that person. We'll call them, maybe not guest or something. We'll create a passport called account manager, and then she won't have access to any of this other stuff. She'll just have access to the blocklet that runs the dashboard, and then therefore here's our dashboard, right? So we custom coded our own dashboard, so she would just log into the dashboard on her login through the blocklet and just run everything through here. So she'll manage the users, things like that. And she'll come in here and say, oh, this guy got hacked. Let me go save his account. And right up here, I'm just going to confirm and lock his account or so forth. Cancel his subscription because he's having issues canceling his subscription. But yes, so essentially, yes, everything is ran through components. Yeah.
Wow. So that's awesome too, because we get actually a kind of like developer's view of how ArtBlock works. So that's amazing. Thank you for that.
No problem. Yeah, like I said, it's not about just if you don't know how to code, then yes, use it to just build your Web3 site, and then use the components and all these amazing apps that are going to come to the blocklet store. So
that's amazing, because a lot of people want no-code solutions, right? Nobody wants to deal with that, right? Somebody just wants to go in like, okay, just as simple as what you just did. add a component to something, and okay, now I have a new quote unquote app. Boom. It's very nice to see that it's that easy to do it with ArtBlock.
Yeah, and the beauty is it's the tech, man. The tech. That's why I'm super happy I get to dive under the hood next week. So did my devs, and ultimately, like I know the DID and what I've learned about it so far, reading their documentation, integrating with them, but I don't know how those smart guys over there built that, and I will. But that's going to be amazing just to know the tech that's running that. It's just I'm a nerd, okay, but it makes me happy and excited.
That's amazing, guys. So, does anyone have any questions for Byte over here? I might have missed some here.
Dion's like,
well, let me say some shout outs to everybody that came in. Shout out to PSTV. Shout out to AD. Shout out to Ace Killjoy 33. Shout out to Be Like Water. Shout out to Sharon Dawson. Shout out to Cora Marshall. Shout out to Black Card. Shout out to Nerd Up Inc. Marv. And shout out to Ace. Got some Black Roo legends up in here. Shout out to Gomes. Shout out to Relaxing Serenity Sounds. Nice. Glad that everybody made it up here today. Let's see. I don't see any questions as of yet. So very, very cool. Very, very cool. I really love what you got going on here.
Well, it's what we do for our community members too, man. And I don't know if Dion told you, but I think we in honor for them minting, we went over and beyond, but we actually made one of his members a validator for Source Protocol, got him airdrop tokens. He's ranking number 52 out of 115. He's only been validating for 3 weeks because, that's like another thank you. I'm not going to be doing that like all the time, but I'm just saying, we're not just here to sell you something I have this smart contract and I'm having this problem with this custom logic or over here and I'm having this issue. Oh, let me take a look. If it's a quick fix, certain things, I'll be like, here, use this, use that. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't do that here. I love it. I just love helping people. I love people that have the passion for Web3, decentralized tech. And if you have some great idea, or you're doing something and you have that passion too, then I'm all here for you.
Wow, man. And let's see here. Let's bring back up your Twitter so people know where to reach you.
Oh, another important thing while you bring up my Twitter, that'd be cool, is we are doing a giveaway of 8 DID NFTs. And I don't know anybody else who has a DID NFT right now or can create one because Robert did tell me that he's creating a contract called an ERC 721 DID, where you can actually, instead of going on the Ethereum and deploying NFTs, you can create NFTs on the DID art blockchain. And so due to our support of our community, if you scroll down, you guys shared it so much that we won 10 of the NFTs out of 12. We almost won all 12, but we won 10 of them. And it's probably gonna be down a little bit. I probably tweeted a few things, but I think it's right under that, right there. So thanks. So pay attention for tomorrow. I'm gonna make a post tomorrow, and it's gonna be the steps of how to win an NFT. We have 8 of them. We're gonna give away. I'm keeping 1, and then I gave 1 to one of my developers. So we have 8 total, and we will put up the rules. So once the rules go up, then it's as simple as a like, retweet, and comment what you're gonna do to use, or what you're going to use Byte storage for, and your DID wallet address. And so that's it. And then on February 10th, out of all the retweets and likes and the accounts that you followed, and then the comment and your DID, we're going to do a Twitter pool on our, and 8 people will win them, and we'll send them directly. You just got to make sure your DID wallet and stuff in there. All the steps will be tomorrow, but we're excited to give them away because it's so cool on ArtBlock.
Okay, guys, be sure to come over here follow Byte Storage so you have information on that. How do people go and get a DID wallet?
Oh, super simple, man. Like, you have one, right?
I do not.
Okay, then let's do you first. All right, let's do you.
All right,
You got your phone? You got
let's
your
go.
phone? Okay.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
All right. Watch how quick and easy this is with no information. It's because a beautiful thing. Just pull up. What do you have? Apple or Android? Just go to your app store
Okay.
and just type in DID space wallet, and you'll see it. It'll be the first one, an icon of a little blue wallet.
Okay. Store.
Yeah, it's got a blue background, a little white card with the blue letters of DID.
Okay, guys, you should probably do this at the same time if you want to be a part of the contest. DID wallet, boom.
Yep.
And it's a white, with a DID on it. Get it.
Yep, just download it and watch how quick it is to set up. It literally doesn't want any of your information. It's truly Web3. It's super quick. It takes like less than 30 seconds. And then you got a wallet. And under this DID wallet too, man, you can create multiple different accounts. Like I think as many as you want. I got one for Byte storage. I got one for my personal, all on one DID wallet.
Boom. Okay.
See how quick that was? I heard it. You see that? that's all you need, man. That's all you need. So if you click up on the top right of the app where it has a little like a profile icon, this is where you can customize different profiles. So I have one for Byte. You can put your email as signature. I have one for my personal email signature, and you can add all different DID accounts. So when you're interacting with different platforms, you could be interacting over here as this person or that person. So super cool tech and absolutely fast.
Perfect. Now, what would you say to those people? I know some people think DID is like the devil. What would you say?
Well, it's the devil because, you go and make a bad transaction through Coinbase or something, or Binance and US, and usually you can get your money back, right? It's not truly decentralized. It's more of a centralized system because their crypto is protected actually by FDIC. So Web3, it's not. You literally need to know who you're sending to, and that's the key about the DID, which stands for decentralized identifiers. Is it's ultimately going to help you decide if you're talking to a bot or you're talking to a real person by that DID identifier. So you should know who you're doing business with, who you're sending money to, and what you're doing. Start following strong communities that are getting better and better tech in Web3, and that people actually do have a strong following. The community members are strong. They all believe in the projects. They have good supporters. Like example, Byte storage would be hard to trust if we didn't have ArcBlock, source protocol. Those are things that have to happen. So you just start creating that trust. But yes, if you lose money and I send you $1,000 worth of ABT through the DID and I sent it to the wrong address and got lost in limbo, yeah, it's gone. It's the same thing that happens when you send money from your Coinbase to your MetaMask. You send money from your MetaMask over to your Atomic wallet. If you don't get it right, that's why they have you check a box that says, are you sure that this is the address? Right. So it's not anything different. Don't be afraid of it. Yes, it's like the Wild Wild West, but law still apply to everything. So just take it with a grain of salt at a time. It's a new internet, and it's going to ultimately rule. It's going to be the best.
Okay, so we have some comments over here. We got one from Dion. He says, actually, we'll just show it here. Don't forget, Byte helps people become validator and mining systems, but this service will not last forever. They have been busy building Web3 storage.
Oh yeah, like I was telling you, we set up 3 miners. When they minted our NFTs, we set up 3 miners, and then we set up a validator for minting. So we did do it for his community members. We created the passive income for them is what we did for minting our NFT.
Nice. So here we have one other question. Johnny L, thanks for coming out, Johnny L. Thanks for coming out, Musa Ali. Is it possible for someone with no code experience but ideas for blocklets to get them built?
Absolutely. Just got to find developers like us. And especially with, if you want to find, you got to find key developers though. This is where it's going to make us good too. People like you are going to try to find someone to be able to do that. Well, right now, Byte Storage will be the only one that knows well-round of how to build a blocklet. I mean, the documentation and stuff will come, yes. But as of right now, we are the first big like integration and partnership with ArtBlock, and absolutely, you can 100% do it. But there's not any codeless solutions right now. No. Um, but if you do, when we go live and you need help, absolutely reach out to us. Follow us on Twitter. I'll respond to you. I'll answer any questions you have about your idea. Just give us a ring.
Okay. And you saw it here first, Johnny. Exactly where you can follow Byte Storage on Twitter. So go there, and he'll help you out. And then we have, I get that, but to actually develop a blocklet to be sold on ArtBlock, like the Pages blocklet, if we had an idea for a blocklet, will we need a developer? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you would need a developer like us. Like, okay, so just like us, we developed our blocklet, yes, but it's working locally, but we can't get it to work on ArtBlock's chain because we need their developers. Therefore, now we both meet. We share our code, they share theirs. We both look under the hood, we work out the bugs, and then there's our app on the blocklet. It will be more simpler than that. Yes. Go into the future, once they come out with a way for you to take your code and merge it over and create a blocklet through their system they'll create. But as of right now, it has to be done all through custom code.
Yep. So, short answer to that, you guys would need someone like Byte to help you out with that. Thanks for coming, Brian Nichols. Let me see if we have any more questions. Somebody ragging Dion for not being on.
I know, dude. Oh God, this internet
Says Byte plus ABT equals true and real Web3 storage. That's awesome. Because really, guys, it really, to be honest, it just really doesn't exist.
Yeah, I mean, it's nobody's doing it yet. Just like there's no socials or all these little things. So ArtBlock is doing like the biggest thing in Web3 right now. So the platform they created is it's beautiful tech. It really is. Smart guys over there, very smart guys. And as you guys can see, ArtBlock was like blowing up earlier on their ticker, so I'm riding that to the moon, baby.
Yeah, that was very awesome to see here with the to see like the what is it? The apps, the components right in my face there. Just the fact that they made it that easy, I could see that being something, and this is something I touched on in the interview with Robert. Legacy would really, really love that.
Yeah.
There are going to be some people that just really just want it to be point and click. They don't want to deal with the wallet. They just want to come in there, point and click, and basically, if there's a simple app, maybe they'll use that. But that would work so great for Legacy.
It'll come, guys. Johnny L. It'll come, man. I promise you. It's just we got to crawl before we can walk, and that's what we're at with Web3. I love it. I mean, if I could, I would immerse myself in it every single day. I would quit doing acquisition development and building real buildings in real life. I would just spend every day. And at one point, I will. But absolutely, man. The future is looking real bright. It's just we're crawling right now.
And then Johnny L says, I can't tell you how fired up you are about this. I love it. Okay, awesome.
I know, I'm super enthusiastic, man. Sometimes I get too hyper because I really love the tech that I do. So I've been doing tech sales 15. I'm 33. I mean, phone systems, VoIP servers, access control, custom stuff for the government, military bases. I built apps,
wow,
dating apps, and other sites, NFT minting engines, so forth. I mean, so it's just like my passion is truly all about decentralization, and I just want to ultimately live 100% in it one day.
Wow, that's awesome, dude. Like, yeah. I truly, that's very awesome. About that, the metaverse. Can you tell us a little bit of your plans about how you plan to, once you find a land, how you plan to make the metaverse work? If that's not too much.
Well, I don't lie, man. I don't sugarcoat. I tell the truth. We don't have a developer for the metaverse yet. That's the part of the code that we have not added. But that's not promised for phase one and phase two. The metaverse is definitely going to be when we go live here. Hopefully, in the next 30 days, it'll be. After that, we'll be our investors, so forth, will be seeking for that position, and we will be finding the right person to mesh as we did with our team of 5 that we have now. So the building exists. It's already built using, all the files, everything needed for that. It's a matter of just integrating our dApp back into the metaverse and whatever code that requires in the metaverse. We know what it requires over here, but it's, hey, how does this need to talk to this? And that's where we need to start coming to, just as us with ArtBlock.
And that'll be awesome too, because a lot of that stuff is real early now too. Check out the channel, guys. I was just looking at an article where they said people were forced to work in the metaverse, and they were basically people that were connected to Meta. Like, they're trying to force their employees to get in the metaverse right now. So
it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's happening. It's going to happen, and it'd be pretty cool to have a decentralized storage place in the metaverse, because people will be walking around and they'll be looking for that.
Well, you'll be able to use us 3 ways now, right? Metaverse, go to our site, or use it as a blocklet.
Very nice. All right, so was going to wait for Dion to get on here, but I think that's all the questions from me. Is there anything you want to leave the people with before we go? And thank you very much for the interview.
Thanks for having me. I mean, Dion set it up once again. MYC for the win. Robert. Hey, everybody. I mean, seriously, everybody here. It's not just about Byte. It's about the partnerships that are created. Nobody's better than anybody else. I think founders should be here, spout and be here. I don't care if I look like an idiot right now. I'm not very much of a person to sit here and talk. I'm more introvert. I'd rather hide behind a computer and code. But it all happens by me just getting out here and meeting Black Rule and meeting MYC and meeting Source Protocol and ArtBlock, and ultimately not forcing. Don't force things. Don't try to strive. Don't blow their DMs up. You want things to flow like butter. And when they flow like butter, it's going to equal success. So, thank you, and a big shout out to anybody that supports us. 100% from MYC. Robert came from that. You came from that, and all these others, and their members supporting us, and us supporting their members. It all goes in play. It doesn't matter. It's not about what can you do for us or what can you do for us. It's all about the trusted community that you ultimately want to be a part of.
Man, I can see your passion. I see you came and you showed us your smart contract. You showed us the code. Like, anybody can go in there and look at it. Truly decentralized. Thanks for coming on the show. You guys have this information. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Peace.
Thank you. Have a great night.